When in doubt, try it out. Hi. So, I'm back. Sammy here. I am working on my bus again right now, sweeping out the big pieces of the floor pan. When we pulled out the floor pan too, it left behind screws, some with screw heads and some the heads popped off. It looks like most of them are rusted and some wood did stay behind. So, well, I got a few different tools I'll use to get these out. The ones without a head, I think I can just punch them out. I got a set of punches and a hammer. The ones that have screws, I might try an impact driver or hammer drill on them. If all else fails, I'm gonna try prying them out or grinding them out with an angle grinder. So one way or another, these screws are coming out of this floor. Yeah. I only got a couple hours today, so that's probably where I'm gonna get done this afternoon. But that's the goal for today. And yeah, it's also, I'll show you guys later on, but looks like it's snowy out there in southeastern Wyoming. One of the challenges of working out on our land that has only a barn that is partially fallen apart, it has no door on it, as you can kind of tell, it's that there's some snow that blew into the barn. I had to clean all that up this morning. Yeah, and any water I had out here froze, which I kind of expected that, but it's a bit of work to tote water and certain tools and equipment from the house we're living in town out to the land 30 miles away. You can kind of see the state of the floor pan. It's fairly rusted, but most of it you can see, like here, most of it's surface rust. It looks kind of bad, but it's surface rust. So far, I've only found one small spot that's a problem, and it's right on the wheel well. I don't know how well you can see it there. So we got some corrosion. It's not too big. I'll figure out what to do with it. I'll get these wheel wells uncovered and see. Get these wheel wells uncovered here and see how bad it is there as well. I haven't seen any on this side so far, but you know, get them uncovered and might discover some more problems. But pretty good news that our floor pan is largely intact, which it's pretty rusted here because this bus was used in Colorado, in a smaller town just south of Denver, right up on the mountain. So I'm pretty sure they had routes up through the mountains. Well, they're Rockies, and most of this rust is probably from snow seeping through the floor from the kiddos' shoes. Thankfully, they didn't use salt on their roads, so it didn't corrode from the bottom. Been underneath there a few times, and I didn't see anything to be worried about so far. You can see out the back window in the back that or the bottom window in the back that there's some snow out there. Yeah. something you'll notice is it's not corroded on the underside. It's just the head, which was underneath the vinyl on the inside of the bus, that's pretty much rusted. Well, some of these aren't that rusted comparatively, but the side sticking out the bottom isn't super rusted. Hopefully that comes through on the camera fairly well, but that's not too bad. Which further evidence that my undercarriage is pretty much in good, relatively good shape. Something I didn't mention is that this is a well over a 20-year-old bus. Filming this in 2025, and this is a 2001 bus. So it is, what is that, 24 years old? 24 years old bus that was in use from 2001 to 2023, I think, or the end of 24. No, the end of the school year in 2024. That is not too shabby. And yes, the worst section seems to be around the wheel wells. Surprise, surprise. All right, so the impact driver got out probably almost a third. So I'm gonna work on getting the covers. I'm gonna work on getting these off the wheel well cover. See how easy it is. Or not. I'm not sure totally how to get this off, to be honest. All done. Sammy here, back at the bus, and today I'm going to start with getting this other wheel well uncovered, the vinyl off of it, and then trying to grind out the rest of the screws, while also cleaning up all the debris. We'll see how far I get with that. Still windy, there's some blowing snow out there, so thankfully I'm able to work inside the bus. I can't feel the wind in here, So it's a fairly tight seal. Well, for a bus. So definitely got a spots patch. Just kind of seeing how, maybe how bad it is. Not terrible. This spot here is smaller than an inch, so most likely we'll leave it. This one here and this bigger one here will have to be patched. Well, that's finally done. Only took me way too long. That only took me way too long to get done. Whew. I am tuckered out. So, I'm gonna try some grinding these screws out in this back third of the bus or so. I only have about an hour left of sunlight. This will be the first time we use a angle grinder, so we'll see how it goes. And yeah, I do have a diamond blade on there, thankfully. That should help a bit. Yeah, but just a tiny bit nervous. Okay, maybe more than a bit, but we'll see how this goes. If it's an utter failure, it may not end up in the video. I don't know. We'll see. Safety gear. Always gotta have that safety gear. Okay. I think I've mentioned this a time or two. A lot of these tools I've never used before. I've never done much build, really not any. So I'm learning all this stuff.
hot, but it's sunset and kind of tired. You got real well done. There's a lot of like bikes and fun, all that stuff, and hope you enjoy. See you tomorrow.
Hey, Sammy here, back on the bus again, doing some more build. Today it's gonna be more angle grinding. I did some yesterday, but I think I need to grind them down just a bit more in the back of the bus so that it's a little easier to punch out the screws the rest of the way. So yeah, need to twist these so that it doesn't come undone so easily when I tug a bit on the cable cord. Kind of sort of works for the most part. So also, so that's one safety thing to consider. Tie your cords a bit so it helps keep you from accidentally undoing it when you're going like this. Pull it on one end or the other. It's probably a bigger knot than I need, but. And then, of course, safety gear. So eyes, ears, and in this case, there's gonna be, oh, I need to take off my earmuffs. I don't need those underneath my ears. So, got eyes and ears on. And then I'm gonna use my gaiter for my nose and mouth to keep as a mask to keep everything out. It's actually a good thing that I'm starting from the back because I missed some yesterday, so. think I got them all. Oh. Sweep it up. And then see if I missed any. Okay, so they're not punching out. I don't know if maybe I'm not getting enough force, but I'm just gonna use the wire wheel to finish grinding them down smooth along with the rust. And yeah, I think what I'm gonna work on for whatever last bit of time I have today is the stairs. They need to come, vinyl needs to come off. We'll see how far I get. So this is what the floor looks like so far. Not too bad. You can see where I ground down screws, mostly, at least so I can walk. They'll get smooth out as I need to, but yeah, there's the progress I've made today. And there's the sunset. I don't know what I'm gonna do with these steps, to be honest. I mean, like, besides get them clean. And whatnot. Well, besides get them, yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do with these steps. Besides get them removed, the vinyl, and resurface them. But besides that, I don't know what I'm gonna redo them in. So. Let's start. See how far I can get tonight. Or want to get tonight on these steps, to be honest. I'm not totally sure how far I'm gonna get. Sun's already going down. It's getting late. It's almost dinner time.